Hello my dear friends, in this video we will going to discuss another example, that is what is that two rigid tank shown in figure. There is a two rigid tank. There is a two rigid tank. This is tank 1. Two rigid tank. This is tank A and this is tank B. This is tank B. Two rigid tank, each contains 10 kg of nitrogen, right? That means in this there is a 10 kg and there is a 10 kg. 10 kg, there is a 10 kg nitrogen, okay? Kg nitrogen, this is also nitrogen and there is also nitrogen, right? Nitrogen gas at 1000 Kelvin and 500 kilopascal. That means this is your 1000 Kelvin and 500 kilopascal. This is your 1000 Kelvin and 500 kilopascal, right? They are now thermally connected to a reversible pump. So this is a reversible pump, a heat pump, right? A heat pump, a reversible, right? Which heats one and cool the other. That means it's take heat from this QA and reject to this. That means one is heating, other is cooling, QB, right? No heat transfer to the surrounding. So surrounding there is no any heat transfer. So for the operating this we required a work input. So this is your W net in, okay? When one tank is heated to 1500 Kelvin, that means let's suppose this is your tank, this is your initial T1 of, this is your T1, this is your P1, this is your T1 of tank B, this is your P1 of tank B. So if this tank is, let's suppose, heated, why? Because this is heated. So if we work input, if we pump will operate, the heat will supply. So this tank will heat up and this tank will cool down, right? So how much it is heat up? It is 1500 Kelvin is heat up and the process is stopped. That means if we heat the tank up to 1500 Kelvin and after that the system will stop. Find the final pressure and temperature of the both tank and work input to the heat pump. Assume constant heat capacity, right? First of all, there is no mass transfer. If you assume this is our system, if you assume it is assumed as an isolated system or not? Yes, it is assumed as an isolated system. It is assumed as a isolated system. So this is our isolated system. Isolated system, isolated system in which there is no heat transfer. There is no heat transfer. That means there is no energy transfer. You may write like that. There is no energy transfer. There is no energy transfer and no mass transfer, right? So it is in between, but work is transferred, but according to entropy calculation we assume that this is an isolated system, right? So right, and this is a reversible process. This is a reversible cyclic process, right? Now what is the final, that means let's suppose its initial state 1 and it goes to state 2 when heat will start. Let's suppose its initial state 1 and let get that 2 3 let, right, it is going to 1, so the final temperature T3 is given, right? So what is the T2 here? We'll found that. And what is the final pressure? What is the final pressure of the system? That means what is the final pressure? That means what is the P2 is what and what is P3 is what, right? You have to calculate it. Now since the entire process is reversible, since the entire process is reversible, then we can write see what is that delta S of isolated system is greater than equal to 0, increase of entropy principle, increase of entropy principle, right? But the system is, but the process is reversible. But for reversible process, what is that? But for the reversible process, what is that? Delta S of iso is equal to 0, right? So what is the delta S of iso? That means inverse delta S iso is equal to delta S of A plus delta S of heat engine, heat pump, plus delta S of B. See, the delta S of heat pump is 0. Why? Because cyclic process, cycle process, right? So what is the delta SA? Delta SA, that means A, what is that? S2 minus S1, A, S2 minus S1, A, plus what is SB? S3 minus S1, B. Okay. Now since nitrogen act as an ideal gas system, what is the system? N2, and this is ideal gas of constant Cp and Cv given, right? So what is S2 minus S1? This is your Cv ln, this is your Cv ln T2 by T1 plus R ln V2 by V1, this is for A, plus Cv ln T3 by T1 minus R plus R ln V3 by V1, this is for B. Now since this will 0, V2 0 and this is 0. Why this is 0? Why? Because rigid tank, it is given, what is that? Rigid tank given, rigid tank, also rigid tank, right? So this is your rigid tank. So what is the, and for reversible this will 0. For reversible, this will 0. For reversible, so what is that? CV ln T2 by T1 plus CV ln T3 by T1 is equal to 0. That means ln 1. So what is that? CV, this is your ln T2 T3 by T1 square ln 1. So what is T2? We have calculated T2. Why? Because T1 is known. T1 is known, T3 is known. So what is T2? T2 is equal to T1 square by T3. So what is your T1? What is your T1? T1 is, what is your T1? So this is your 1, 2, 3. So what is your T1 initially? Initially both have a same temperature, 1000 Kelvin. So this is your 1000 square. And what is T3? T3 is 1500 Kelvin. So you have T3. You have T3. This is to T3. So this is what? This is your 667 Kelvin. So its temperature will reduce. So initially is 1000. Now it is 667. Now what is, so you have now pressure calculation. So for the pressure, we know that for tank A, ideal gas, for tank A, what is that? Tank A, what is that? P1 V1 by T1, P2 V2 by T2, and volume is constant. So this rigid tank, so this will 0. Now what is your P2 final pressure? The P2 is P1 T2 by T1, right? What is your P1? What is your P1? P1 is 500 kilopascal. And what is your T2? T2 is 667. And what is your T1? So you have all values. So this is what? This is your 333 kilopascal. So this is your P2. Now for tank B, what is that? P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P3 V3 by T3. Since this is a constant, this will 0. So what is your P3? It is your T3 by T1 into P1. So you have P1, you have T3, 1500 Kelvin, you have T1. So what is your, this is 750 kilopascal, right? So it is high temperature, high pressure, right? Now from what is that? You have all the properties. You have all the properties. That means you have P1. So all the properties. That means you have, what is that? You have all the properties. That means what is the pressure and temperature? So pressure and temperature of system A and pressure and temperature of system B, all we are calculate. Now what is that? From first law for A, system A. First law for a system A, what is that? A is Q1 to 2 is equal to MU2 minus U1 plus W1 to 2. So there is a rigid tank, so this is 0. What is that? MCV T2 minus T1. So you have M, what is M? M is 10 kg. So you have 10 kg, you have CV, of nitrogen, you have CV of nitrogen given, T2, T1 it is given, so this is your value, right? Similarly, for first law of B, so what is the first law of B? Q1 to 3 M U3 minus U1 W1 to 3, so this is 0, right? So this is your MCV T3 minus T1, right? So you have T3, you have T1, so this is your value. Okay, now both process, so find final pressure, work input to the heat pump. Now work input to the, so work input to the heat pump is what? QA plus W net in is equal to QB, heat pump. So for heat pump, so first law for heat pump, for heat pump, what is that? Q heat pump is equal to delta U plus W heat pump. See, this is your cyclic process, heat pump is a cyclic process, so this is your 0 cycle. So what is the heat transfer? Heat pump QA minus QB, this is net heat. Why? Because QA in, QB out, so QA minus QB is equal to W net in, right? Minus in, so W net in is equal to QB minus QA. So you have QB, you have QA, put the value, and this is your 1244 kilojoule. This is your answer, final answer. So this is your process. Okay, thank you very much.